Hey guys, so today I want to talk about my editing process and my workflows surrounding editing in general. I wanted to walk you through how I review clips before bringing them into Premiere and then cutting up a rough cut, as well as going through the process of laying in audio, whether that's music, voiceover, and then ultimately going into color correction and the final edit. So my first step is to go through the footage, and that is scanning one by one through my clips and marking them as good to bad. And I use a color coding process to do this. I first look at the clip, watch it all the way through to the end, and then mark it as red for bad, meaning not usable at all, yellow for partially usable, and green for a good shot. I'll do this all through all my footage before moving on to the editing process. So once I'm done reviewing all my footage, I start to drag all of my green labeled clips into Premiere. And that way I have everything that I know is already usable in Premiere and available for editing. I then go through clip by clip, and following a storyboard off screen, I'll use that as my basis for laying the clips in. And I'll review the takes I have for each shot. Once I've got a rough cut laid out, I'll then go through and start laying in audio. First step is to add the music. The music is a good way to tell whether or not your basic edit is flowing properly, because once you put music to it, you can sense the overall flow and movement of the shots and whether they fit a cadence or a rhythm. Then I'll make necessary adjustments so that the timing of my cuts falls in line with the beat of the music. This is more important for commercial editing because it gives a natural rhythm for the video to follow and keeps your viewer engaged. It's really important to find a good track that fits the mood and vibe that you're trying to provide with your video. Otherwise, it'll seem off kilter, and while it may match the beat and rhythm of the song, it may not coincide with the feeling that you're trying to convey. So it's really important to shop around online, find a nice track that matches the overall tone of the video. Continue to analyze your clips and make sure that the shots that you used are the right ones for the video. I'll continue to edit and change clips out throughout the entire editing process. Once I'm done with the audio, I typically will jump into graphics. Now for me, this video only required really minimal graphics, and that is to place this screen recording into a phone graphic. So it shows the video within the phone graphic. I'll go through the whole video and take care of all my graphics before moving on to the next step. And again, you'll see here I'm continuing to edit the video as I go, noticing slight improvements to be made. This is what I call the grooming process, where you continue to tweak and groom the video so that the edit is perfect. Once I'm done with the graphics, audio, and the basic edit, I'll move on to the color correction phase. Color correcting, I work my way up from the bottom of the controls for Lumetri Color. I'll drop the blacks so that meet the bottom of the Lumetri scopes, and then bring the whites up so that they're leveled out at the top of the scopes. Then I'll continue and tweak all of the in-between parameters as well. I'll bring the shadows down to add more contrast and the highlights up. Then I'll go on and change the white balance for the shot. What I'll do is I'll use the eyedropper tool and click on any part of the screen that is pure white, and that should give you a basic white balance. If I want to tweak and make a shot warmer, I'll drag the sliders as you can see here. Once I'm done with the color correction, I'll watch my edit over and look for any errors or things that could be tweaked. Then I'll edit the video, review it, make sure everything's good to go, and upload it to YouTube. Guys, that was my editing process. I hope you enjoyed it and hope you learned something. If there's anything else you'd like to see or learn, please let me know in the comments below. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.